Hi, this is Kayye. We're at day 2 of ISE 2016. We're going to do something really special, but first I want to introduce you who we're with here. We're with Wim Buyens. Wim, first of all, good morning and welcome to day 2 of ISE.
Yes, I'm welcome to be here. It's great. So I'm responsible for the entertainment and the corporate business at Barco.
Yep, and this is an important thing because we're going to talk about something, as you can probably tell from the ClickShare logo behind us, that has to do with ClickShare. And the second person I want to introduce you to is Gerben Vandenberg.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, good morning. I'm Gerben Vandenberg, responsible for sales in EMEA region.
How did I do? Did I do okay?
Yeah, it was great. Great, thank you.
So here's the thing. As you know, one of the most innovative products and one of the products I've been most excited about over the years, certainly in recent years, has been the ClickShare from Barco. And today marks an incredible day in the history of Barco and the incredible day in the history of ClickShare, which basically revolutionized meeting rooms, small meeting rooms certainly, and wireless collaboration with a button like this. So I'm going to turn it over to Wim and I'm going to give him a chance to tell you about what you're celebrating today.
Yes, we're celebrating today that we have sold more than 100,000 ClickShares in the world. And that's a milestone. So we want to, take the moment and just enjoy that.
100,000 ClickShares. How did you do it? Now you were in charge of selling some of these. How did you do it? You're in charge of EMEA region.
Yeah, correct. So no, it's been a great journey. ClickShare been a phenomenal product for us. It allowed us to set up new channels, new relations. We've been leading the business in Europe. We were far doing a great job together with the US. And we're now investing in China to get China at the same pace as we're doing in the rest of the world. So it's been very good. It's been a very strong business for us.
So 100,000 units, and you were a projector. I mean, everyone knew Barco as a projector company. Your internal culture was a display company.
That's right.
And all of a sudden you're having to, this is a new product category. You sort of invented a new category that must have changed the whole process, and you must have had to really change some things within Barco, right?
Yeah. So let's say 2 years ago when we kicked this product, which was an innovation made at Barco, we figured out that it really had a momentum. So what we did at the time, we created a separate division. That was a corporate division, which was focused and today is fully focused on ClickShare. ClickShare, let me call it collaboration. Collaboration solutions within the meeting room space, and ClickShare is there the focal point on. And so I think it definitely changes, but it also brought a trend what we see going from AV to IT, because it brings those two communities together. It is much closer connected to the IT world, but it very much serves the AV. So I think it's a very good hybrid in that sense, and it's a trend to go. So we're very pleased with that, but it takes dedicated focus and also dedicated division to take care of that.
And what's interesting about this is quite honestly, the people probably in charge of ClickShare, they probably don't care whose display you're connecting it to as long as you're connecting it to a display. Right. But of course, you'd want them to connect it to a Barco display. But honestly, I mean, it is compatible with anybody's displays.
No, correct, and that's a great thing about ClickShare. It's independent from endpoint technologies, but it also allows us to sell much more than we could do before. So ClickShare has really helped us developing channels and allowing us to sell much more products, which we couldn't do before because we met with so many new partners. Yeah.
So we have 100,000 cupcakes here, so we're going to bring them in from off camera. Not quite 100,000, but this is to celebrate the 100,000th sold ClickShare.
That's
so
right, yes.
You could each take one of these, and they're actually a little decorated with the ClickShare logo on there. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So to your point of projection, right? When you put on a projector, you have a display, and you can't connect it directly to your PC, and as a hassle. ClickShare comes into that. So we believe it enhances the fact of getting something on your projector or something on your display in a very fast way. But it's of course fully agnostic to whatever projector or display it is. So. And
it's agnostic to whatever input device you're using. You can use it with Windows, with Mac, you can use it with Linux, anything. Format, yes. And it doesn't even have to have a connector port because you're able to use MirrorOp, you're able to use AirPlay for Apple. Right, yeah. So it's agnostic on both ends, right?
Yeah, that's true, and we have seen it's a trend, right? People want to have ease of use. They want to have the cumbersome cable. What is the format? Does it work? Doesn't it work? So I think we take a lot of hassle away, and we've seen that's definitely a place in the market which there's room for that. So we're very pleased, and we're going to announce more of the ClickShare products to come. By the way, it's that the family is going to expand quite a bit, but I think it's a very good starting point, and we want to. Let's say also be congratulating on the 100,000 all our partners, right? Because we couldn't do this alone. We're using our channels for that, which I think was a fundamental part of the success here. So yeah.
Yeah. So you just heard that you're going to have some more units coming in the future. You're going to be able to sell another 100,000.
I think we have just started. 100,000 is a nice starting point, but we will go far beyond. And the product is so appreciated by the customers. I'm sure we're going to be standing here soon with another number in our hands on the cupcake.
Well, that'll be fun to experience. One last question for you, because ultimately you said you had to set up a whole new division, like almost like an ecosystem within your company.
That's right.
Specifically around ClickShare. But ultimately, how does this work in your long-term strategy for Barco? Is it going to be a separate company, or is it going to stay within the Barco brand?
No, it stays within the Barco brand. We have a business which focuses on enterprises, right, on corporate enterprises, where one element is the meeting rooms, and the meeting rooms is an important element on that. And we've seen that the attributes of ClickShare, the ease of use, the ability of everybody to be able to use it, is a core ingredient. So making meeting rooms more efficient is part of where we see a space for Barco to roll in. So you see Barco expanding in different markets typically, right? So for us, it's still part of our core. The enterprise business is still part of our core. If you do control rooms, we do meeting rooms, it's still part of that business element. So we don't see it like it's really fully outside of the Barco family. It really fits in the middle of the Barco family.
Yeah, in fact, if you had a chance to watch the tour I did yesterday with Dirk, he did a good job sort of explaining how ClickShare is connected to some of the new products without the obvious boxes sitting there, the infrastructure, the system in the back end that runs everything. At the core is a lot of the same stuff that you're using in ClickShare. So we did shoot videos on all the different products Barco launched here at ISE 2016. So all you got to do is type in Barco in the video search window and you can see them all, as well as that tour that I did with Dirk. So Gerben, thank you very much for joining us today. And Wim, of course, thanks again. And let's eat. Let's celebrate.
Thank you.
Cheers.